Good morning, everybody. Hi. Haven't been here for a little while yet because I've been traveling. So here I am back. Hi, Kara. How are you? I have been traveling, doing some stuff on the road. So here I am today with a reminder. Good morning, Kara. It's nice to see you. It's funny, like it's early your time. It cracks me up. And more people, hi. See, okay, I can't pronounce that one. Kara, I was in Oregon even, and so it was lovely, lovely, lovely. That person who just joined, tell me your, text or post your name so I can say hello to you properly. My kids are getting off to school. Yep, I hear you. Well, it's okay to come and go. Okay, so let us just start this day here as we're all going about our business with a new challenge to fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. That's 2 Corinthians 4:18. I'm going to flip this around. It did. Hello, Marvin. Nice to see you. So we are talking about our 52-week memory verse challenge. I'm Erin Taylor Young. I'm an author, speaker, writer, teacher, podcaster. You can find me at erintayloryoung.com, or you can find my podcast at writefromthedeep.com. That's WRITE, and I do that with a co-host. And it's a ministry to the hearts of writers. Really any creative, I think, would benefit from it. So I was just telling everyone that I've been gone for a little while. I've been traveling. Yes, it was fun in Oregon. We actually did a podcast from Oregon. We did a podcast on the shores. I'm making sure my computer doesn't go off there. We did a podcast from what's called Secret Cove. It was a little beach place. So that was fun. Oh, you liked the interview with Robin. That's cool. Hey, don't forget to sign up for the Inspire Bible. If you're not on the newsletter, you'll need to sign up for the newsletter. And we have directions for how to enter the contest for the journaling Bible that Robin Lee Hatcher uses. So, okay, we've been talking about all kinds of things, something to pray and believe and think and change your paradigm. And I think this one is a good one to go back and remind us on how to focus our day. I think focus throughout the day is an important thing for us. And as Christians, actually as people who are just people, it's easy for us to focus on what is here right in front of our noses. And I love this verse because it talks about flipping that around and focusing on what is not seen. That's something that Paul was writing about. And it's funny, he was writing right on the heels of talking about persecution. Listen to this. I'm going to read this right a few verses before this. He talks about we are hard pressed on every side. Oh, Kara, I wasn't sure if the first thing I signed up for was the newsletter way back at the beginning. If you're getting the newsletter, then yes. If you're not getting the newsletter, then no. So we send the newsletter out every other week. So if you've been getting that, then you're signed up. And if you haven't, then you're not. And the directions for yes, you get an email. The newsletter is an email that comes to you. It comes the day after typically the podcast releases, and it's just has some links in it. You can listen to it. It gives you a link to listen to the podcast there if you don't want to subscribe through iTunes. It also has different things in there that we post. Sometimes we'll do links to Steve Lobby's blog. So different various things that we put in there to encourage people. No, if you're signed up for the newsletter, you're not signed up for the Bible. You actually have to follow the directions in the newsletter. So you have to actually read the newsletter and find out what you're supposed to do to sign up. So that's our little trick to see if people are really reading the newsletter. If they don't read it, they won't know. So we've been telling them to read the newsletter. It's the May 23rd newsletter, and yes, you used to check the podcast. The podcast says the same thing. It says to check the newsletter, I think, for directions. So yes, we have a way to sign up for that. And that's going to be fun. The Inspire Bible, I have it here at my house, and it's very cool looking. And it's exactly what Robin uses for her Bible art journaling. I want one myself, so I have to get one. So anyway, okay, so back to our verse here. We are hard pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed. We always carry around in our body the death of Jesus, so that the life of Jesus may also be revealed in our body. I don't think it's any surprise that, a few verses after this, we get this other verse. Kara says, "I've been watching her since the beginning on her art journaling." Oh, yeah, that's very cool. I think there's a lot of posts on Facebook, and she also, Robin will also post pictures. It's interesting because that makes me wonder, like for this verse, what would she draw in her Bible? For people who don't know, Bible art journaling is where you would color and draw. It's a visual way to help you remember and help you understand what verses are talking about. It's a way to express what you're learning or what God is showing you or what you want to remember visually, and it's just a way that encourages people, gives them a new passion. So actually, that's one of the things I wanted to talk about today, is just how we can go about memorizing scripture and putting it into our hearts. And for people who are very visual, that's an excellent way, drawing pictures, and those Bible art journals are really cool. If it were here, I would grab it and show it to you. But they give you a chance to fill in like pictures or to draw your own picture, and it's just artwork that brings things to life. Oh, Kara is an art journaler. That's really cool. Yes, visual, for people who are very visual, it's a really, really good way to keep that going. It was funny because Karen was saying that in our podcast. She was saying how Robin's excitement over that was making everybody excited to get and dig into their word. And I think that's the real important thing here. That's what my 52-week memory verse challenge is about. Is about digging into the word and making it part of your life. And if you draw pictures to do that, fantastic. Draw pictures, whatever works for you. Use more than one sense. That's something I wanted to remind people. Use more than one of your senses. Try to hear it, see it, read it, write it. Listen to it, talk it, say it, plaster it everywhere, write it longhand, draw pictures of it. The more ways we get that word into our hearts, the better. Kara says she has a traveler's notebook that she made it herself. Oh, cool. She draws and does calligraphy. That's very cool. That is, you're very artistic, Kara. Far more artistic, I think, than I am. So that's cool. But I love that. I love the way that it brings scripture to life for people. So I think that's very cool. And okay, so I'm going to here reverse around for our verse one more time. Oh, focus, there it is. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. 2 Corinthians 4:18 NIV. So I'm trying to think, what would we draw? What would we draw for this one? And I'm thinking, wow, it's like almost would have to be abstract or something, or you'd do maybe a picture of an eye. I don't know, Kara, what would you draw? Yeah, see, she would draw an eye. That would be neat. Maybe like I'm picturing now, I'm visualizing here. I'm visualizing an eye with a close-up of the pupil, and the pupil is like got something totally swirly, abstract or something in it, or so many different things in it, or something like that. That's not the here and now. So let us go forth today and remember not to focus so much on the here and now, but to fix our eyes on the eternal. Yeah, Kara, it's one of my favorites too. I agree. It is a great verse. All right, everybody, I am signing off. Kara, perhaps I will catch some more of your Tuesdays because I like going to those. It's just been busy. See you later.